Hi, and welcome to today's practice. Today's class is going to be a nice and short and sweet full moon flow. It's also April 1st. Happy April Fools. And the first day of the pink moon, the full moon of the month of April, which is really amazing. It's like a cycle is closing. The month of March is closing, the last lunar cycle, and then we move into this new cycle. So today's class is going to be about just kind of those cycles. We'll invite some water-like movement. It's going to be a slow flow, maybe with some holds in there for a prop, maybe a bolster to start sitting up with. And yeah, that should be it. And if you like to have 2 blocks, you can. I just forgot them today. So yeah, we'll get started in a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, but you can start seated so that your spine is nice and long. Start to settle into your space, into your body. Your eyes can come to close if that feels comfortable for you. And your palms can be facing upwards to signal to your body that like to receive energy. Or if you would like to, if you're feeling like you need a little bit more grounding, you can place your palms facing down. And if you would like to get settled into your space by inviting some gentle movements in, you can. And then eventually find a comfortable seat. And just slowly start to observe your physical body, your emotional body. Just taking a little check-in, whether it's the morning, the midday, afternoon. Give yourself permission to just be for the next little while. Gift yourself this time as we change seasons, change cycles. Allow yourself to pause. So just notice how your breath is interacting with your body. And see if you can soften your breath a little bit. So if your breath is all up in your shoulders, lower your shoulders down. And invite your breath to move through you like water, like waves rippling in, rippling out. And if you'd like, you could bring a hand to your belly and a hand over your heart, signaling to your body that it is safe, signaling to your breath that it can move freely through you. Just take a few moments here to reflect upon the past cycle, this past month, and maybe recognize something that you'd like to leave there, something that you've learned, and that it can stay there. And then decide something that you'd like to bring with you into this new cycle. Doesn't have to be anything serious, it can be. But just allowing your body and your mind to move through cycles. So it's okay. Everything has an end, everything has a beginning. Every beginning has an end, and you know what I'm trying to say. So just allowing yourself to flow into this new cycle. Before we get started with movement, we shall take 3 cleansing breaths. So with every inhale, bring with you that thing that you'd like to take with you in this next month. With every exhale, you can let go whatever you wanted to let stay in March. So let your next full exhale roll out of you. Then take a full breath in. Exhale, sigh, or let it out. Like a wave, full breath in. Full breath out, let it go. Last one, let this be your fullest breath of your day. Exhale, release. On your next Exhale, you can let your hands come back down to your legs and invite some gentle movement side to side. You can keep your eyes closed and just explore how your torso can move over your hips. Just rock side to side. Let your shoulders be heavy and loose. Let your neck flow over your shoulders, side to side. And then we can invite some big circular movements into our torso. Guiding with your heart, lead your heart forward as you inhale, and then bring your heart space back towards your spine as you exhale, and then move directions. And then come back through center, switch the cross of your legs. You can give your feet a little stretch, and then we'll do some seated cat-cows. So you bring your hands to your knees as you inhale, use your knees as an anchor to draw your shoulders and head back. And as you exhale, press your hands forward, round on your sit bones or even your tailbone. You can come off the bolster too if this feels better without. Just take a few cycles of breath here to really allow your breath to move throughout your whole body. Let your breath be your guide, and let today just be as fluid and free as you possibly can be. Wow, that was a rhyme. Knowing that no movement is bad and that your body is your best guide. And then come back through center. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. You can bring a little small bend into your elbows and rock side to side. Notice how that feels in your upper back. You can even bring circular movements by bending your elbows and kind of, I don't know what you would call this. You can unclench your jaw as you do this, letting your neck be nice and loose. Then come back through center, switch the interlace of your fingers and press your hands up to the sky once again. Then bring the backs of your hands to the back of your head. Inhale, open your elbows up and out. Exhale, close. So once again, inviting this cat-cow movement into your spine, but with a little neck stretch. Move with your breath. And the next time that you open your elbows up and out, take a little press of your right elbow up to the sky, side stretch, and then the other. Just taking a few rock side to side, just like this, stretching out your side body. And then bring it up through center. Take a full breath here. And as you exhale, point your right elbow towards the back of your room. Getting a little cervical and thoracic twist. Your range of motion might be not be that large here, but hopefully you feel a little bit of a stretch. Take a full breath in. Exhale, extend your arms out to a T and settle into a twist. Press your right hip forward and take 3 full cycles of breath here. Inhale through center. Exhale, interlace your hands again behind your head. Open, close, open, and then on your next exhale, twist over towards your left. Take a full breath in. Exhale, extend your arms long. Big breath in again, and then exhale, twist over towards your left. Press your left hip forward. And take 3 full cycles of breath here. And then bring it back through center. can come off the bolster at this point. Once again, switch the cross of your legs. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand down to the side stretch, and then take some wave-like movements as you inhale. Draw your left hand forward. Exhale to side bend on the left. And then keep moving with your breath. Inviting those wave-like movements once again into your body. And then the next time you come through center, take a little fold here. Inhale, rise back up. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Excuse my dirty feet. Sit up nice and tall. We'll invite some spinal waves into our body. So if you'd like to start first, you could rock side to side. And then as you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, flex your feet. Exhale, you can bend your knees, point your toes, and fold. So inhale, roll up like a wave. Exhale, crash the wave over your legs. A few times just like this, rolling in your spine. And the next time that you fold, we'll take a little pause here, not for too long, but you could rock your torso side to side. And then eventually settle into a seated forward fold and just take 3 deep breaths here. So your knees can be nice and bent to let that stretch move into your back. Or if you want more of a hamstring stretch, you can stretch your legs out long and keep your spine a little bit taller. Just take your 3 breaths wherever feels best and let your head hang super heavy. And take a big breath in, full breath out. And on your next inhale, slowly start to rock yourself back up. Let your hands come back behind you. Oh, actually, yeah. Let your hands come back behind you. Walk your feet in, and we'll take a reverse tabletop. So you can really push your shoulders down towards the earth and let your head fall back if that feels okay. And you could take little rocks forward and back. Make sure that your thumb and index finger are really pressing into the earth. And then eventually step your right foot towards your right glute and press your hips forward. Take a few rocks here. Your head can stay back, whatever feels better. Then switch your feet. Getting a little hip flexor quad stretch. And then eventually step both feet back and walk your hands forward to come into a little toe sit, heel sit. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Roll your shoulders a few times. Just stretching out the backs of your feet. Take a full breath in here, and as you exhale, roll your hands down towards the earth to come into tabletop. And this is when you can take some fluid motions in your hip, really invite that water element into your body, those circular movements. You could do cat-cows here if you'd like. You could circle your hips one direction and then the other. And then we'll find a neutral tabletop. Actually, before we do that, we'll do some barrel rolls. So bring your fingers to point towards one another with a few inches between. Inhale, lower your heart space down and around and up. Really stretching out your upper back and shoulders. And switch directions. And come back up through center. Find your neutral tabletop. We'll do a cat-cow child's flow. So inhale for cow. Point your hips up to the sky. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale for cat. And that same exhale, send your hips back for child's pose. Inhale for cow. You can tuck your toes in cow if you'd like. Exhale, cat, send your hips back. You can bend your elbows as you rise through for cow, kind of just letting this flow-like movement move into your spine and in your hips. And then eventually, we'll add a little bit more into this movement. So when you inhale for cow, instead of coming into cow, we'll move into a little cobra. And then extend round your spine, send your hips back to child's pose. So instead of cat cow, we'll move from child's to cobra. So getting there, you can, to get to cat, round your spine, to child's, send your hips back. And to get to cobra, bend your elbows, bring your heart through, press into your hands, draw your shoulders back. Once again, bringing water-like movement into your body. And the next time you send your hips back for child's pose, take a pause there. You can let your forehead rest upon the earth. You can rock your head side to side. You could walk your hands over to the left. Send your hips over to the right. Take a few cycles of breath here. Then inhale back through center and exhale over to the other side. And then come back through center. If you'd like, you could, for a tricep stretch, you could bring your hands to prayer. Bend your elbows and bring your hands back behind your head. And then take a full breath here. Then your next exhale, roll your hips up, tuck your toes and send your hips back for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet back, press your thumb and index finger into the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Gaze can go up towards your navel. And we'll take a few breaths here to settle into your dog. You can walk your feet a little bit. You could sway your hips side to side. And then we'll do some plank rolls. So wave your spine forward as you inhale to high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips up to the sky. 2 more times just like that. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And the next time you inhale, slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Hang nice and heavy. You can reach for opposite elbows and rock side to side. Let your head hang super heavy here. Inviting in a nice bend of your knees, rounding of your spine. And on your next exhale, let your hands drop down. Bend your right knee generously and bring your right hand into the earth as you inhale your left arm up to the sky. Take a full breath here. Exhale, bring it down. Switch sides. Inhale, rise your right arm up, bend your left knee. And do that about 2 more times, just stretching out your hips and your upper back. And then eventually letting both hands come down. And slowly on your next inhale, you can start to rock side to side so that you can slowly begin to roll up to stand. And eventually, once you get to stand, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Feel the 4 corners of your feet press into the earth. You can rock side to side, just inviting that flow element in. And then come up onto your tippy toes and tiptoe to the top of your mat. Open your feet nice and wide and start to circle your hips a little bit. Really bringing in movement into your hips, your knees, your low back. Move with your breath. Really just let your hips be fluid and loose. And then find yourself at the top of your mat. Bring your feet closer together. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Gaze can follow. Exhale, send your hips back, bend your knees and fold. Bring both hands down, bend your knees generously, and plant your right foot down, step your left foot back, let your left knee come down to the earth. You can explore some movement from Anjaneyasana, low lunge, to Ardha Hanumanasana. I'm really sorry if I butchered that. I'm trying my best. Half splits. You can walk your hands forward and then send your hips back. If you find a point that feels like a nice stretch, you can stay there. And then bring your hands on the inside of your right foot, heel toe your right foot out to the edge of your mat. For lizard lunge, you can stay here on your hands. You could come down to your elbows, or you can press your knee away from you with your right hand. Just take 3 breaths in the stretch of your choice. Take a full breath in. And on your next exhale, tuck your left toes, bring your hands onto the earth, and step up into Malasana, yogi squat. Bring your heels pointing in, toes facing out. Settle your elbows into the inside of your knees. You can sit up on a block or a bolster. I just don't have my block, but we won't be here for too long. Just a full breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth, straighten your legs. Heel toe your feet back to center and fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, rise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. One more time, inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Fold all the way so that your left foot is in the earth, and then step your right foot back. Let your right knee come down. Sorry, I'm having word vomit today. And then can flow between this is when blocks or your bolster could be handy here as well. It's early in the morning for me, so I'm kind of not thinking straight, but you can move through your low lunge and half splits a few times. And then the next time that you roll forward, bring your hands on the inside of your left foot. Take your lizard lunge variation, hands, elbows, or hand to left knee. Take about 2 to 3 full breaths here. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, left hand down, tuck your right toes, and step your right foot up to Malasana, yogi squat. And then we'll just take 3 movements here from Malasana. Bring your hands down, send your hips up, forward fold. Inhale here, exhale, lower, Malasana. 2 more times. Make sure that when you're in Malasana, your heart is nice and open. Exhale, hands down, hips up. Inhale, exhale, hips down. Inhale here, exhale, back up. Inhale here and exhale, hips down all the way down until your hips touch the earth beneath you. Sit up your spine nice and tall, drop your head back. And we'll start to settle down to the ground. You can bring the bolster. If you have a block, you can put the block underneath your bolster. But we'll sit up, and if you don't have a bolster, I should have said this before, but a towel or anything that can support you here. We'll come into a little hold, little heart opener. So settle your upper back against the bolster. Also, if having it lengthwise doesn't work, you could also bring the bolster horizontally. As long as your heart space can feel open here, and your legs can come into Supta Baddha Konasana legs, or reclined bound angle, or butterfly legs. So bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees come out wide, and if you have something to put under your knees, you can. If not, your legs can go out long in front of you, or knees bent, whatever feels better. And just take a few moments here. Your arms can go up over your head or out to the side, to once again settle into your breath, into your body. And just notice how your breath is a cycle. Your inhales and exhales are constantly rolling into one another. And just allow yourself to just be in this posture. And allow your breath to be the only thing that is moving throughout you. And start to take your 3 fullest rounds of breath here. If your legs are in a reclined bound angle, you can slowly start to bring your knees together. Walk your feet out so that your knees can collapse towards one another. Option to come into a little self-hug. Initiating to your body that will soon move out of this shape. Switch the cross of your arms to keep it even. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let your arms come out to the side, and slowly start to move your hips forward so that the bolster can come out. And you could either put the bolster underneath your hips or underneath your knees. We'll start to find our way to Shavasana, but before that, you can hug your knees into your chest, draw some little circles with your hips, maybe with your knees, maybe a happy baby would like to come in, or a plow pose, halasana, whatever feels best for you in this moment so that you can fully settle into rest. Take a full breath in to squeeze everything in, and exhale, extend your legs over the bolster. Your arms can come up overhead or down by your side. Just gift yourself these moments here to fully be and rest in your body and your breath. And I will leave you here. Take your time to come out of it. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day.